is another day and another episode of the Ramplifi podcast here at Victor Valley College. Hello, I'm your host, Andrew Caravella, and look, we don't have a student this time. We couldn't find one to pull in off the run path there for the lake, so we brought in Professor Adell. Mm-hmm. Hi.
Hi, I'm a student of life,
Student of life. How long have you worked here now?
25 years full-time, then 2 part-time before that.
Okay. All right.
So I came here when most of our students did not exist.
And let's see, English. Has that always been what you've done here?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else?
Well, English and creative writing.
Creative writing?
That's the thing I'm most strictly trained for, is to teach creative writing.
Creative writing. Okay. Where'd you get your credentials? Like, where did you go to school?
I went to undergraduate at North Park College and Theological Seminary in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, wait, hold on. Theological. So were you trying to go down a different path in life?
I was trying to be saved, and it didn't work. So I was. But then graduate school was at McNeese State in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Go Cowboys!
You ever come across any hurricanes during your time there?
No. Well, no one. Come to think of it, there was one hurricane. My parents have never seen me play soccer because they came in to see me. I was going to play in the Lake Charles, Louisiana intramural championship game, and Hurricane Danny came in.
Oh, dang it!
They have never seen me.
Daniel.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know. It's
you guys get that, right?
It's a challenging name.
Daniel?
There it is. It's a kid thing.
But I mean, if it had been Hurricane Haley, all of us would be dead.
Oh, well, there's that too.
Wow. Okay, Adell.
Haley's here. Haley and Jorge today. So say hello, guys. There they are.
They'll be silent after this.
Well, soccer. I actually grew up playing soccer too. Mm-hmm. What position did you play?
My biggest position was left wing, because when I went to college, I started just playing, and I hadn't played before. So my first between my freshman and sophomore year, I went home. I was working at Del Taco. I had no girlfriends, which you guys can understand. And so all I had time to do was go to the field and kick with my left foot.
You're left-footed.
I'm right-footed, but I was kicking entirely with my left foot, so I came out the most improved my sophomore year, and I was left wing because I was the only person who could kick with both feet.
Okay, all right. I'm left-footed, so
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Del Taco, but you're just a little older than me, so where did you grow up? Because Del Taco
I grew up in Banning.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in Banning, yeah.
All right. So Inland Empire-esque, right? Mm-hmm. So do you still have like roots there in Banning?
I live in Beaumont. Banning and Beaumont, and I went out. I went to college in Chicago, went to graduate school in Louisiana.
Which was a culture shock, I'm sure, for you.
Actually not.
Really?
Not that much, because I growing up as a Southern California boy, I was used to being warm. And so I had 4 years in cold country to make me a man, as my dad wanted to happen. And then when I went back to Louisiana, I was used to being warm again.
Okay.
Then I taught in Texas for a little while, taught in China for a year, taught in Greece.
Wow, so you worked abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You were a world-traveled man.
Okay. In my youth, I worked in China, I worked in Greece, and I worked in Texas. So that's 3 foreign countries.
Okay. So do you know, like, did you pick up on any of the language, or just enough to get by?
I
have no idea what you just said.
我是方革命, which means I am counter-revolutionary.
Okay. I was about to say, you need to double check that. We may have to bleep this episode because I don't know what he's saying. But
okay.
Okay. Well, okay. So I said culture shock, but what about when you were abroad then? Any culture shock, any things that like you encountered for the first time in your life and you were like, wow, blown away by?
Well, every day in China was something new. Every day I saw things I had never seen. And sometimes it was just simple things like if you go and buy some tofu.
Okay, wait, I don't even know what that is.
Tofu.
Okay, tofu. Gotcha.
You buy some tofu. You don't buy it in little cups. There was a huge wiggling mound of brown tofu, and you would cut off a hunk of tofu. So imagine it all like this, wiggling. It's like... It looked like brown Jello. I'm not going to say what brown Jello would look like, but it was brown Jello.
I can visualize what that is. Yes.
Okay.
But did it taste good?
I don't know. I don't like tofu. I wouldn't. It tasted like tofu.
Okay.
The thing I loved was when you could go out on the streets and just get. I I think the closest thing we have here would be Mongolian barbecue.
Oh, I love Mongolian
Oh,
barbecue.
yeah.
Do you guys eat that? Yeah, yeah. Jorge's like, yeah.
No.
He totally went there in his eyes. Like, that's what he's getting for lunch
just
now.
disappeared. Okay. And so you just get this stuff, you mix it in, and you have what you want.
Okay, so I have to know, because everyone else is probably thinking the same thing, or not. Did McDonald's taste the same in China?
No, they didn't have McDonald's in China. I was there from the fall of 1988 to the spring of 1989. I left a month after Tiananmen.
Okay.
Not because of that. I was originally scheduled to leave, but I left there.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's cool. Very neat. Let's see. We have a lot to get to in this podcast with Tim. Tim's really quick, as you guys probably figured out with him responding to my questions. So we're going to take a quick time out, and then when we come back, we're going to keep things rolling, and it's going to get really, really fun. So keep it locked. We'll be right back.